So we're going to set up our first Docker container in Synology. First, we're going to go over to our package center and we're going to look for container manager, and I already have this installed. But before I go into it, I want to create a folder for the Docker container that I'm going to spin up. So it's automatically going to create you a new Docker folder, and then within that folder, I'm going to create one for Uptime Kuma. And then we're going to go into that folder that we just made and create a new folder. And I'm going to name this Uptime Kuma Data. Once that's done, we can go into Container Manager. Once that's done, the first thing that we're going to want to do is scroll down to Registry. This is where all the images are going to be that you can download. And I'm just going to search for Uptime. And it's actually the first one up here, and I'm just going to click Download. Once that's done, I'm going to go into Project. This is going to compose a Docker Compose file. I'm going to click Create, name my project. I'm just going to name it Uptime Kuma. And then I'm going to set the path. This is going to be the first folder I created, so the Uptime Kuma folder. Once that's selected, we can start putting together our Docker Compose file. So click on the little drop down, hit Create Docker Compose. Now we're going to go to the GitHub for Uptime Kuma, and I'm going to copy this Docker Compose. And then I'm just going to paste it in here, and there's only one thing in here that I'm going to have to change, and that is for the volume. So we can go back into that folder that we created for our Uptime Kuma data, right click on it and click on Properties. And we're going to copy this location right here. So we can erase the first part here in our volumes and paste that. And once that's done, that should be the only thing that we have to do for this. And then we can click Next. And I'm not going to set this up. I'm just going to keep this blank, and then I'm going to hit Next. And I want it to start once it's done. So click Done. And now it's going to go through the process, pulling the image and setting it up. And you can see here right on the main dashboard that container is running, and you can also look at all the logs for it too. So now if we change our port to 3001, it should take us to Uptime Kuma. And it'll also have to be HTTP, not HTTPS. And once it gets to it, you can see Uptime Kuma right here, and we can set it up.